So now let's discuss the typical errors of the business model slide. And one very common error is that it is completely missing. And I think that's the worst error of all business slide errors out there. You should have a business model slide. It's really important to get a better understanding of your business and to understand how you're going to make revenue. It looks a little bit weird if it's missing at all. And of course, sometimes it's obvious, but most of the time it's not that obvious and you should add one. Another typical error is that people present more than two ways on how they want to monetize their solution. And as I said before, you can combine business models and you can have two revenue streams. That's no problem at all. You can even have 3 or 4, but usually you have a clear focus on 1 or 2 of them. Yeah, usually in the beginning, especially as an early stage company, you have a focus on 1. And you should communicate that focus. So it's not good. It's not a really good slide if there are like 4 revenue streams and you show everything that is possible. And that's also referring to the next point, talking about the future. You're a startup and you will create the future, will shape the future with your solution. That's great. So you have to talk about the future. What I mean with that point is that you talk about business models and revenue streams that are not in place yet, that you just thought about and that you consider important, but they will be important in 2 years and not now. So that's not really good as well. So you should focus on today or the next 1 to 2 years and the business model that you want to enter the market with. So the business model you're going to make the first revenue with. And that's also a really common error. I think all these errors are pretty easy to avoid comparably. It's again just a question of focus, of clarity, and being really clear when it comes to what you're doing now, and you should communicate that as clearly as possible. Yes, that's it regarding the typical errors. In the next video, we're gonna discuss the Airbnb business model slide. See you then.